vice mayoral candidate na si Attorney Jeril Respicio dahil meron siyang ginawang eksperimento, no, para ipakita na maaari nga daw ma-hack yung automated counting machine. Sa halip na pasalamatan siya ng COMELEC na ipinakita niyang merong weakness o vulnerability yung ACM, kakasuhan pa siya ngayon ng cyber libel, ipadidisbar siya, ipatatanggalan siya ng PRC license as an accountant, patong-patong nagiging kaso sa kanya sa kabila nung supposed to be magandang intention niya. So alamin natin, no? Nakakapiling po natin via Zoom si Attorney Jeril Respicio. Attorney, magandang gabi po, Tony and Casey.
Magandang gabi, Tony and Casey.
Hoy, parang DJ, ha? Grabe. Attorney. Attorney, una muna sa lahat, pakilala ka po muna. Ano po yung iyong IT background?
Alright, bago ako maging abogado, isa akong certified public accountant. Nagtrabaho ako sa Deloitte. Ang Deloitte, isa sa nangungunang auditing firm sa buong mundo. Okay. Ang trabaho ko doon ay isang IT consultant. Isa akong expert sa information system security. Alright. And marunong akong mag-code, marunong akong gumawa ng applications.
Okay.
In short, marunong din akong mag-hack.
Okay. Alright. So, given na yun ang credentials mo, no, attorney, no? Una sa lahat, paano kayo nakahawak ng ACM nung ginawa niyo yung eksperimento niyo? Was it an actual ACM?
No, it's not an actual ACM. Gusto ko lang linawin na wala akong kopya or access sa source code ng ACM. Okay. Wala akong access sa isang ACM.
Okay.
Ang pinakita ko lang doon is yung basic principles ng pag-take advantage ng vulnerability na inherent doon sa process ng COMELEC ngayon. Kasi lahat naman ng mga information system at mga gadget, pare-parehong prinsipyo lang yan. Kapag na-access mo yung gadget, pwede mong baguhin yung source code. At kapag nabago mo na yung source code, pwede kang mag-open ng backdoor. At kapag connected siya sa internet, kahit na sinong masamang tao na gustong i-access yung gadget na yun, kaya niyang i-access yung gadget na yun.
Sige. Attorney. Attorney, sorry. Thank you for that explanation. Meron kasi ako naalala, similar case sa Amerika naman, dahil meron din hong pagkakataon na may mga nagduda dun sa integrity nung sarili nilang mga vote counting machines sa Amerika, no? Kasi merong iba-ibang vendor din sa kanila na nagpa-provide ng counting machine per state. Meron hong isang IT expert, no? Gumawa siya ng documentary about it, si Harry Hursty. Ginawa niya experiment yun. He went to one city, no, sa isang state. Sinubukan niya nga na kung mababago niya kung ano yung ipinasok na boto dun sa machine, iba yung resultang lalabas. And which he did. No? Nagawa nga niya, pinakita nga niya, but he used an actual machine. So paano niyo masasabi na without using an actual machine, without access to the source code, na may kahinaan nga itong ACM ng COMELEC, ng MIRU?
Ng MIRU.
Alright, ito yung pare-parehong principle sa lahat ng mga gadget. Di ba bumibili kayo ng used computer or cellphone sa Green Hills? Kahit may password yon at kapag may physical access yung bad actor sa gadget na yon, kaya niyang baguhin yung source code. Once na bago niya yung source code, pwede kang magtanim ng code doon na malicious. Na among others, pwede niyang bigyan ng access yung isang bad actor kapag connected sa internet na pwede niyang from behind, pwede niyang ma-access yung nangyayari sa loob ng machine. Kunento ko lang yung prinsipyo na yon.
Yes.
Actually, hindi ko ginamit yung code ng ACM.
Because you don't have it. No, you don't have the code. Yeah.
I don't have it. Pero, kapag ito yung sinabi ko sa COMELEC actually sa video na iyon, actually COMELEC, pare-parehong prinsipyo lang yan. Actually, pakinggan nyo yung sinasabi ko. Kung gusto ninyo, imbitahan nyo ako, tabihan nyo ako ng isang IT expert ninyo, kaya kong i-demonstrate itong vulnerability mo doon sa practice.
Yun ang hinihintay ko na sabihin mo. Kasi katulad nga ni Harry Hursty, no? Actually, yung pangalan ng docu na yun is Hacking Democracy. Hanapin niyo po yun. Baka meron pang kopya sa YouTube. O kaya sa torrent. Delok lang. Yung ginawa ni Harry Hursty kasi para lang talagang mas credible yung experiment niya. He used the actual machine with the actual source code. Ang problema kasi, even with your experiment, kahit sabihin mo nga na prinsipyo, di ba, yung ginamit mo, yun ang naging...
It's still not proven.
Mahirap ka unless nga your challenge is you're given access to a machine and you will show it to the COMELEC itself. Tama po ba?
Right. That's true.
Yes.
So, at this point, haka-haka lang.
Hindi hack. Haka-haka.
Oo, haka-haka lang. Because
You can say that.
it's
The
not
problem
the
is kung haka-haka, bakit nila ipinababa? Let the public judge.
Bakit pina-take
No,
down yung video?
I throw the
Okay.
question back at you.
Sige.
Why bring it to the public right away when you could have gone to the COMELEC
and ask them.
and tell them
Yes.
that you found a vulnerability?
Can we test your machine?
Actually, Tony, I did that in Casey. On that day, kasi may demo talaga yung mga COMELEC sa probinsya namin, sa Reina Mercedes Isabela, since tumatakba ako, dinemo nila sa amin.
Okay.
Bringing up ko sa head ng COMELEC sa town namin yung question na to. Alam mo, ang ginawa niya sa akin, dinismiss niya ako at hindi niya alam kung ano yung sinasabi ko. Pinatawag niya ako sa provincial head ng COMELEC. Alam mo, ang ginawa ng provincial head ng COMELEC sa akin, pinagalitan niya pa ako through the phone and dinismiss niya ako. So ano na lang ang natitirang choice sa akin? Diba,
To go
sabihin sa
public.
bahay, para i-push yung COMELEC na gawin
Alright.
yung pagbabago yun.
Attorney, we will not mention names muna on air, pero dahil dito po yung staff na kumontak po sa iyo, bigay niyo po mamaya yung mga pangalan ng mga nakausap po niyo, pinagalitan kayo. Ha, attorney, mamaya ha? Bigay niyo. At kami na ang bahala mag-follow up sa kanila.
Oo, pero kasi dalawang punto, no, Attorney Respicio. Dun sa ginawa nyo, was it really to benefit the public? Or was it for personal political gain? Kasi pwede nyong quietly pinuntahan
Without
muna
fanfare.
Without fanfare. If you were really concerned
About
about the
public
integrity
interest.
of the system, di ba? Pwedeng iba yung kinalabasan. Go ahead.
Oh, be careful, Tony and Casey, because that statement is an affront to our basic liberty to speak. Freedom of speech.
Okay.
Wala dapat limitations sa freedom of speech. So, kahit hindi ako lumapit sa COMELEC, as long as it is a public concern, a public matter, I should be free to speak about it and ventilate it in public.
Yes. Pero
so, for you
ngayon,
to tell that to me right now, that is
no,
I am not
we're not
telling you
telling.
anything.
We
I am
are
asking you a question.
We are asking. We're not, hindi siya declarative, ha? We are
Oo.
actually questioning. So, ang ibig sabihin po nun, attorney, and we get what you mean, ha? You have the right to actually air a, ano ba tawag doon? A comment, di ba? Or an observation, dahil karapatan nga natin as citizens. Pero ngayon, ang tingin ng COMELEC is you are libeling them. Why do you think that that's not the case?
Tony and Casey, hindi mo pwedeng i-libel ang hindi tao.
Ang hindi tao.
Kailangan-
Okay.
Hindi tao ang COMELEC. Isa siyang government agency. In as much as pwede kong sabihin ang masamang gawain ng ating gobyerno at large,
Yes.
pwede kong sabihin yung mga hindi tamang ginagawa ng isang ahensya ng gobyerno. So,
Okay.
hindi libel yun.
Okay. So, but libel kasi of course will impute malice, di ba? And there has to be parang identification kung sino man yung nag-commit ng malice. So, in this case, ang inyong defense is that the malice was not a person but by an agency. Ganon.
No, number one, it's not directed to a person. It's directed to an agency. Though it's
Okay.
So it's not libel.
Aha.
Secondly, the case filed ay hindi libel. It's
Hindi
an
siya?
obscure case from the very old revised penal code. I don't think nagamit pa to ever sa Supreme Court.
Which is?
Pero ang basic elements ng provision na yon is kapag gumawa ka ng false statements that would undermine the interest of the state. Alright, kung babasahin mo, indirect counter talaga siya sa freedom of speech. So, since may tradition naman tayo sa bansa natin na parating nagpre-prevail sa ang freedom of speech,
Yes.
confident ako na in the end,
So, it's
ang
not...
tama.
So, hindi pala cyber libel yung nireklamo sa'yo? Ibang ano
No.
pa? No? Ano yung...
Hinighlight lang nila na committed through cyber, through the internet.
But
Pero ang pinay nila sa akin is section, I think, 154 ng revised penal,
Penal
code.
Oo.
Unlawful use of publication about unlawful utterances. So, yun. Hindi siya
Unlawful
sikat.
utterances.
Walang nakakasuhan ng ganyang kaso.
Obscure. It's an obscure...
First time.
obscure penal provision. Parang ganon.
Nung ilinabas niyo po itong content na ito, were you doing it as a candidate? Were you doing it
As a lawyer, an
citizen?
IT expert?
Oo.
No?
I'm doing it as a concerned citizen with
Wow.
genuine concern about sa integrity ng ating elections. Imagine if it were not told, so hindi natin alam tong information na to, paano pa ba ang tanging paraan
Yeah.
para mapagalaw mo ang COMELEC? Actually, pwede mong itackle itong issue na ito maturely on the part of
Sure.
COMELEC chairman George Garcia, right? Instead na agad-agad mo ang kasuhan, bakit hindi mo ako kausapin maturely and sabihin mo, Harold, alam mo, valid ka, try nating baguhin. Ano yung recommendation mo?
Kasi-
O kaya,
But you could
Harold,
have done,
mali ka, right?
you also could have done the same. You could have gone to
Hindi,
They
sinabi-
already
George.
did, right?
He did nga, pero di ba pinagalitan mga daw
Hindi,
siya
dun sa
television.
provincial.
Provincial. Ang tanong kasi, attorney, no, and I
You
don't know
sound
if,
like you don't support the basic freedom to speak, ha? Because
no,
you're
no,
No,
not that
do not
professional as
impute
well.
anything. Do
No,
not
no.
read anything into
Oh,
what
wala
I'm saying.
we're not actually,
Nagtatanong lang po kami.
we're not
Trabaho
saying
namin
that
to.
you actually committed anything, di ba,
Yeah.
na mali. But ang sinasabi namin, for example, are you familiar with the name Eliseo Rio?
Nope.
All right. Former General Eliseo Rio, well, if you're an IT expert, you should have known that he was the OIC of the DICT. No? Bago siya pinalitan ni Secretary Gringo Onasan. Anybody in the IT field will probably know that. No? So si Eliseo Rio, who is a well-known electronics expert, kahit nung siya ay active service pa sa AFP, has been very vocal about the vulnerabilities ng ating automated counting system or automated election system. In fact, siya nga yung parang nagsasabi na maraming parang kaduda-duda na proseso dun sa automated.
At saka nung nakaraang
Yes.
eleksyon, di ba?
Hindi naman din siya siniseryoso ng COMELEC. Would you actually be amenable to talking to former Secretary Rio at i-share mo yung iyong findings, tingnan mo kung mako-corroborate din niya bilang isa din namang recognized IT expert.
As a matter of fact, I would invite everyone who is an expert in this field sa buong bansa, lahat ng pinakamatatalino, pagtumpukan ninyo ito, pag-usapan natin, and lalabas ang katotohanan. Kung mali ako, i-point out nyo sa akin technically kung saan
Yes.
ang mali.
Yes.
And then kasi doon sa videos na yun, I was just speaking matter of factly, kung ano lang ang katotohanan. Kasi it's a technical matter, a sensitive matter, so I had to be accurate sa lahat ng mga sinasabi ko. So I think the best way to respond sana sa video ko is kuha ka rin ng isang demo at ipakita mo kung sa anong presumption, anong mga assumptions ang mali doon sa demonstration.
Ang maganda kasi dito, because we're talking about a technical thing, di ba? It's a technology issue. And technology, because it's a science, kaya mong suriin to with defined parameters,
Correct.
di ba? As an experiment, lagi ka naman, di ba, you define the parameters of your experiment. Kaya niyo ho ba yung depensahan, say, to a panel of independent IT experts na hindi taga-COMELEC?
Yes, even international experts. I can speak with them in that language. I can demo it in front of them. Ipatabi mo sa akin, sa mga expert nila, about sa machine, about sa source code. I know, with their assistance, I can demonstrate it sa harap nila kung paano mangyayari yung ganong process.
But you won't be given that chance anymore by COMELEC.
Well, wag na silang pangunahan, malay mo, di ba? Mature sila.
Okay.
At kung gusto nila ng solusyon, ng maayos na solusyon, there's no other way but to do that.
Okay.
When did you find out about
Kaysa patahimikin nila yung taong nagsisimula pa lamang at nagsusumbong.
when did you find out about the vulnerabilities?
During the demo ng COMELEC.
Diyan
Kasi
sa
nag-demo sila
probinsya.
sa amin and I had to learn about yung paano gumagana. And then I also studied very carefully bago ginawa yung video na yun. Very carefully yung rules ng COMELEC. How they handle yung machine na yun on the day itself. And very simple lang yung vulnerability. If it's connected to the internet and the machine is corrupted, then there's an access to it. That's it. Meron niyang hearing sa Senate, right? I think during that time din, na pinapakita na kayang bakit nagagalaw tong cellphone ko, ba't na-hack tong cellphone ko.
But-
Same principle. I'm just telling that.
Yes,
But here
yes.
you are, you're in this situation wherein patong-patong po yung kaso na ilalodge po against you, no? Kasama na rin yung disqualification case. Ano po ang opinion nyo dito?
Well, talagang ganyan. Nasa gobyerno na yan kung anong posisyon ang gusto niyang i-take. Gusto niyo bang maging gobyerno na abusado at nagpapatahimik ng kanyang sariling mamamayan na nagsusumpong lamang ng kahinaan ng ating mga sistema? O gusto niyang tratuhin ito professionally at makinig sa nagsusumbong na mamamayan at sabihin niya kung bakit ako mali at bakit hindi niya ako susundin at kung tama naman ako, anong masama kung susundin niyo ako? Dahil napakasimple lang ng recommendation ko. Ang recommendation ko is maglagay ka lang ng isang sentence doon sa rules ng COMELEC. Ang gagawin mo lang doon is wag mong i-connect yung makina sa internet bago ka mag-print ng election return. At saka mo lang dapat siyang i-connect sa internet pag
After
natapos mong ma-print
i-print.
yung election return.
So I get it. Dahil nga parang safeguard safeguard 'yun to ensure that there is no alteration, 'di ba? Once it's transmitted. Attorney, komportable ba kayo na kung kunwari kasuhan nga kayo kung ituloy man tong iba-ibang kaso sa inyo that you will represent yourself or will you get another lawyer?
Well, I have a law firm here in BGC.
Okay.
And I think we can defend ourselves.
Sige. So you will not be your own counsel pero kukuha ka from your firm to represent you.
Yes.
Okay. Tumatakbo kayo under what party? Let's talk about your political affiliation. Are you a party candidate or independent candidate?
We have our own slate but we run independently kasi walang party list na gustong sumuporta sa amin kasi opposition kami and then mabigat ang kalaban.
So you're running you define yourself as an opposition candidate diyan sa Isabela.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, ilan ba kayong tumatakbong vice mayor ngayon diyan?
We are 3.
Sa Reyna, Reyna Elena, tama ba?
Reyna Mercedes.
Reyna Mercedes, sorry po.
Yep, it's going to be the
Mercedes.
best town in Isabela, Tony and Casey.
Grabe Oo. Tapos sino yung mga kalaban ninyo diyan sa vice mayoral race?
Yep, meron yung incumbent ngayon si Mr. Bong Respicio. And
How are you related?
Oh,
Paano kayo related? Magka-apelido lang?
yeah, somewhat relative.
Somewhat relative, Respicio.
Yep. Yes.
Tapos yung isa, siya yung admin bet, kumbaga, yung incumbent.
Yes, the relative.
And then yung isa pang tumatakbo is an independent also?
I think so. But previously he was aligned with the administration.
And is this your first time, first foray into politics?
First time nyo
First
tumakbo.
foray into the position, vice mayor. But
Pero-
last elections I ran for Congress.
And then, natalo ho kayo.
Yes,
Party list or district representative?
district representative.
So,
District.
pangalawang sabak nyo to sa politika.
But sa tingin nyo ba, yung nakaraang mga eleksyon, ano ba yung nakaraang local election? 2019. No? Pero 2022, nag-local din.
Oo.
Sa tingin nyo ba, nagkaroon ng pandaraya ng 2022 election, attorney?
Exactly, Tony and Casey. Yun yung mga statement na iniiwasan ko. Ayokong gumawa ng opinion kung may nangyaring dayaan noon o
okay.
hindi.
Oo.
Ang ginagawa ko lang is, merong kahinaan yung sistema ngayon. Bakit hindi natin ayusin? Kasi kapag hindi mo inayos ito, baka pwedeng exploit at isipin ng tao na may nangyaring dayaan.
So you did not make any conclusion na because it's vulnerable, posibleng nagamit yung vulnerability in previous elections para makapandaya. You never said that.
Possibility, yes, of course.
Possibility. But you never declared na it could have been used in a previous election to alter the results. Wala kang ganon.
I did not say that it was used, but it could have been
Could have
used.
been
The
used.
possibility is there because I'm
Correct,
talking
correct.
about possibilities and vulnerabilities.
Okay.
Ano ang masasabi nyo dun sa concerns ng marami, no? Na parang dun sa paglabas ninyo? Because, by the way, you've taken it down, right? Or hindi
Pinatanggal
pa?
daw ng
I did
Comelec.
not. Facebook
Comelec
took
mismo.
it down.
Sorry?
Facebook mismo.
Facebook mismo.
Yes, kasi I think, ito lang speculation ko lang.
Kasi nireport
Somebody
ka.
reported it sa Facebook.
Yes.
I think
Oo.
it's
Kasi yun naman ng, di ba nagkaroon ng
MOU?
MOU
With Comelec.
with the tech giants,
Yes.
di ba? To safeguard the integrity of the elections.
Oo.
You put out that content because of a concern, no? A personal concern. Pero sa mata ng Comelec, ang dating nito
Paninira
ay
lamang.
paninira hindi sa Comelec pero sa integridad ng eleksyon. And even if you took it down, marami na ilan ba yung views? By the way, may I ask?
I think hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands.
Bago na
So,
take
Yes.
gusto nyo ho ba na yun yung mangyari, na mawala ng kumpiyansa yung mga nakapanood sa sistema po?
Of course not, girl. Of course not.
So your intention is not to turn the people or the public against the Comelec automated system, but to, ano nga po ba? Ang intention ay
To bring the matter to the Comelec and for the Comelec
To
na
act on it.
ayusin yung sarili niya.
okay.
Ang simple lang ng recommendation, it was a professional recommendation. Just add this sentence.
Yes. Ayun. Sige, so malinaw, 'di ba, na You don't want the public to lose confidence in the voting system because you just want the COMELEC to address an alleged, I will use the term alleged, vulnerability.
Sure.
Okay. Sige, pero alright, nandyan na tayo sa punto na gusto kang kasuhan ng some obscure provision ng penal code, hindi cyber libel. They want to strip you of your accounting license and your bar license.
Disqualify him as a candidate.
Parang, do you feel as if parang, are you being harassed?
It makes life even more exciting, Tony and Casey. Wala tayong makagawa sa mga ganyang bagay.
Okay.
But it's just a blessing that I'm here and meron pa rin akong opportunity na mag-voice ng aking opinion. I fundamentally believe pa rin na basic na karapatan ng tao na magsalita and sana ma-preserve iyon.
Okay.
Malaya pa rin, swerte pa rin ako at meron pa rin akong ganong karapatan. Kung gusto man ng gobyerno na tapakan yung mga karapatan na yon, well, it reflects on them, not on me.
Sige. Attorney, as much as possible na gusto sana din natin makuha, no, yung at least yung pasagutin ng COMELEC, baka wala pa kaming pagkakataon na gawin ngayon yon. Baka sana yung mga susunod na programa ngayong gabi sa teleradyo ay makasagot din si COMELEC Chairman Garcia dun sa mga ipinaliwanag nyo sa amin ni Casey. Kasi meron ka rin naman mga punto, we get it, but of course we want to hear kung anong view ng COMELEC about what you said. No? Na gusto mo lang din naman na i-address nila yung vulnerability kung aaminin nga nila na may vulnerability in the first place. Attorney.
Tama ka, Tony.
Yes, go ahead. Sige, go ahead.
Tama ka, Tony and Casey. I think this is the poorest way to handle the situation. The first moment na may narinig ka na mayroong concern about sa system mo, isa-shutdown mo kaagad and then gusto mo kaagad ipakulong yung tao. Kung gusto mo talagang improve yung system, bakit hindi nyo pag-usapan? At i-bring up mo yung video o kaya magharap-harapan kami ni Commissioner and pag-usapan namin bilang professional paano namin i-improve yung process.
Last question. Last question na lang before we say goodbye, Attorney. Sa tingin nyo ba, mas pakikinggan kayo ng COMELEC kung hindi sana kayo kandidato ngayong eleksyon? Dahil baka isipin nila, you're a political candidate, you have a vested interest to ruin the credibility of the election. Di ho ba?
Hindi. May vested interest din ako na maging honest yung election at mataas ang confidence ng tao sa election.
Okay.
So yun yung main vested interest ko na maging honest yung election and yun ang gusto nating mangyari.
Alright. Sige. Well and good. Salamat, Attorney. Binigyan nyo kami ng mahaba-habang panahon para marinig din naman yung panig nyo. And sana nga ma-update po kami mamaya kung nakikinig po ang COMELEC. Sana meron din silang sagot sa inyong mga paliwanag. Attorney, salamat muli.
Thank you.
Nice one, Tony and Casey. Have a good
Thank
evening.
you. Thank you po. Si Attorney Gerald Harold Despicio, tumatakbo pong Vice Mayor ng Reyna Mercedes. Sorry po hindi Reyna Elena. Reyna Elena talaga. Reyna Mercedes Isabela. First time niyang sumabak sa Vice Mayoral race. Dati po siyang tumakbo for Congress. IT expert po siya daw. Accounting, board certified accountant and also a lawyer. So sana nga po ang COMELEC, kung meron po silang pagkakataon ay sumagot din dahil I think meron din naman points na ni-raise si Attorney na dapat din pakinggan. As his right to be heard as a citizen, kung meron siyang napupuna, then he should not be shut down. At hindi daw dapat masamain kung meron siyang observation na pwede naman daw para sa ikabubuti ng lahat.
Para sa more unboxing ng issue ng bayan,
Subscribe na sa Teleradyo Serbisyo YouTube channel.